Hello, it's Lara Joe, SirenSong lover. Hope you're having a beautiful night. We're going to come in, we'll do some tarot, see if there's any energy clearing that wants to happen tonight. So let me know how it goes. Let me know what's going on. If I saw you earlier today, I'm back. Sitting in a different seat just to change the flow. Always. We're always changing. We're always moving, ever evolving and growing. Yeah. Alright, we're going to start with the cat tarot tonight. So, yeah. Oh, if you're in, say hello. Let me know how you're doing. I am Lara Joe, SirenSong lover. Apparently I wanted to drop all those cards on the floor early. I'm actually gonna... Okay, well, we got Queen of Wands, the Sun, the Hermit, Strength, Four of Cups, and yeah, just all ready to start out. Of course, my dog's gonna... Oh, that's why he's whining. Are you whining because the kitty's in your bed, or are you whining because the dog's outside are barking? Which is it, my boy? Okay. All right. Well, let's start there. Okay. Let's see what energy, if any, wants to play. I don't know how long I'm going to sit in this position. We might end up moving to the couch or somewhere else. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Energy clearing up off there. Feel stuff kind of sticking in my throat chakra, so let's not. I don't want that right now. So, okay. Alright. Okay. So, sorry, Babaloo. Sorry, my girl. Okay. So, out here currently, we have judgment. So judgment is being called on a situation that has left your life in like imbalance. So that's a beautiful energy. The star, so this could be an Aquarius involved in this imbalance. Judgment has been called in it. So Two of Wands is our passions. It's like how we connect the earth realm to the ethereal realm. So think of like balancing your finances with your spiritual journey, or the earthly possessions, earthly realm. So Two of Wands, we are balancing our passions. Again, this is having to do with judgment, which we just came out of Libra season, and Libra is the king and or queen of karma and judgment. Let's see. Okay, so it was Nine of Wands in reverse. So it's like you're trying to move out of this hard cycle. You're trying to move away from that conflict and put those burdens down. Nine of Swords upright, though, it's like you have to reach that higher enlightenment. It's like letting yourself go from that mental imprisonment. So yeah, you have to release yourself, my friend. It starts as an internal process and then moves outwards. So you have to let yourself out of that prison first, and then you'll, like, mentally, and then you'll let yourself out of that prison physically. I know, my man. Hold on. Let me grab a pillow really quick, because that's super uncomfortable on my back. And like I said, we may end up switching over to the couch. Just because the chair's kind of uncomfortable. I have to fix my tea pretty soon. Oh, okay, that's slightly better. Okay. All right. Which way? Okay. Hi, handsome. Where are you going? Okay. Page of Swords. Let's see what else we got in here. Really? Okay. So we have Page of Pentacles. So we're going to look at this as, yeah, exactly that, Page of Pentacles. So our finances have been imbalanced. We've been playing with our money too much, and it's time to get out of that cycle, out of that loop, because it's creating imbalances. Page of Swords, you've been playing kind of head games with people, and let's not do that anymore. Six of Wands, we are going to be moving on. We're going to be victorious, and the beauty of that is that puts you in the King of Wands. So sitting in that passion, that divine, like, I have what I want, my state, like, my kingdom is stable, and I love it. Okay. King of Swords on the bottom. This is using that logic, discernment, judgment to cut through anything that is not for you. I love, so the King of Swords looks like my partner that's sitting right to the right of me. That's like his little twin, and he is very much King of Swords. He will cut you. Justice. When you mess with the kitty, you get the claws. So justice is coming to you for anyone or anything that has detracted from your peace, from your mission, from anything that maybe you want to let go of. All right. Let's see if there's anything else. We'll see. Okay. Queen of Cups. Okay, so this is either involving the Queen of Cups, so someone who has been maybe playing with your emotions, or you could be the Queen of Cups. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, feminine, and just sitting in that embodiment of what you want emotionally, having that stability and happiness. Let's see. What else? Another card was flipped here. The Moon. There have been secrets surrounding what has been going on, and it is time to start letting go of those deceptive people that are keeping you stuck, because we don't want to be stuck. Okay, the Chariot. So the Chariot popped out in reverse, so it was in the downward position. So it's like, this is Cancer energy, which is also water sign. It's put you in that stuck, stagnant position. You haven't been able to rush forward. Whenever I think of Chariot, this is rapid movement in the direction that you want to go. So it has kind of put a halt on your emotional growth and forward movement. Let's see. What else? Six of Pentacles. We need to balance our finances because that helps balance our love life. Money and love are the same frequency. So when our love life is out of balance, our money is out of balance. When our love life is good, our money is good. So, yeah. Okay. Let's see. What up? Let's see what other card is. Kind of flipped here. Okay. So 3 of Wands in reverse. We've had to put like the building of our foundation on hold. 3 of Wands, that's like our passion, that's our building. So it's kind of been in a, again, like a stalled position, which is not where we want to be. Do not stop the flow. Don't stop the party. Okay. All right, the Lovers. So it actually came out in reverse. So the Lovers, that's Gemini energy. You're missing your other half. And the Devil, it's like addictions are keeping you stuck, stagnant. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Killer Queen. I have a million decks, and I have a love for kitties, and I have a million kitties, or at least it feels like it. So I love representing with the cat deck. I have others around. How are you this evening, Killer Queen? I see it's your first time chatting with me. I'm glad you like the deck. I love, because boys like to send me unsolicited dick pics, so I like to send unsolicited deck pics, because I'm like, if you're going to do that to me, we're not. I don't know why all these cards are upside down now. My deck's all messed up right now. All right, give me like 2 seconds. I'm going to, well, kind of. I'd have to explain the dynamics in our house. Let me fix my tea really quick so I can sit down and get some yummy deliciousness going on here. Hold on. Which, ironically, I'm using my cat mug today, so... Spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down. Medicine go down. Medicine. Okay, well, apparently we're singing The Sound of Music today. Because that's how I roll. Come on, man. Why are you so plugged up today? Okay, so my million cat story, it kind of does feel like a million cats. I have 5 and a dog, and ironically, like, my dog is bonded to a cat, and then the other 4 cats have a weird bonding / relationship. So while it's a million cats, it somehow works out, and it works the way it works, I guess. The other part of it is each of the kitties in my home is attached to like a human. That's like their guardian. So yeah, having that many cats is crazy, but it also kind of works out in a weird little way. So, all right. Any more than 2 cats does feel like a million kitties, not gonna lie. Except the first cats I adopted were bonded brothers, so they kind of shared brain cell. Ace of Cups. This is bringing in love. We're bringing in love. We're bringing in partnership. That's like, our cup runneth over. Yeah. Glad you're being safe out there in your internet travels, hopefully. All right, let's see what the next card is. Okay. Larynx. It's, okay, how long have I been doing tarot? As far as like reading for other people, not as long. But I've been watching, I've been learning, I've been gathering information forever, it feels. Most of my spiritual journey is pretty new. So, I mean, within years. So for a few years. Yeah. So 8 of Wands, you have communication coming in. There's information coming from every different direction. How long have I been doing your tarot? Like I say, it's been a bit, but you know. Hello, hiya. I'm getting all kinds of people coming in today. How are you? Welcome to the shit show. That is life. That is Earth School. I do a lot of like spiritual lessons and life lessons. So a lot of times when I start TikTok, Instagram, it's like Earth School, Love Note from Lara, because it's like, what are we learning along our path? So, yeah. Hello. Hopefully that answered the question. Hi, Azira. How are you? Happy Venus night. I got some sustenance in me. I got some computer work kind of done. I want to see something else happen in the process of that. How's your evening going? Tower, there's Tower moments coming. Tower, we are in Scorpio season, which is deeply transformative. It's about to get really loud for a minute. The Tower is like everything must go, and we can't hold on to it. We must gracefully let it go. 3 of Swords, there's been betrayals, heartbreaks, third parties, deceptions. No bueno. That's not how we build a good life. And you have to go take care of that box for a minute, because otherwise it's going to be... Okay, alright. I'm sipping some tea. I made some tea for me. So, Knight of Wands, this is kind of that player energy. We've been playing too much, and yeah, the Tower gets a bad rap. Is your first favorite card the Death card? What is your first favorite card? I guess I should ask. 6 of Swords. We are moving on to safer places. We're having victory. We're being moved away. Okay. For me, I personally like the Sun too, but that's for a different reason. It's the number for me that's attached to the Sun. The Sun is a beautiful card, and I love the Tower. Like, for me personally also, like, I love the Tower because it's when we refuse to let go of the bad things, universe will say, you know what, I'm going to come in, we're going to shake it all up. It doesn't matter what you want. And it does that. So, Knight of Cups out here. So, Knight of Cups is like where the emotions have been kind of fickle. Like, we're not sure if we want to commit. We're not sure if we want to go. So, being decisive. The Tower will take all of that away and say, you know what, nope. You can't play in that player energy. You can't be hot and cold. You can't be indecisive anymore. You just gotta go with how it comes. You'll be getting messages about this. 6 of Swords, though, is beautiful because you'll be okay. You'll be moved away to safety. So, yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Ace of Wands. You'll be bringing in those passionate offers. Like, you're getting happily ever after with that passion. Yeah. King of Pentacles sitting in your financial abundance, that stability, very grounded, very stable. This is like you've done the hard work and you've built your castle. So once you go through the Tower, once you move away to safety, you can build your success and your stability. This could also be having to do, so there's some signs out here like we've got some water out here with King of Cups. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You've got some with King of Pentacles. You have are you? Oh my gosh! Hold on, I gotta take care of that really quick. Milo, Badger, Milo, get out of there, Badger. Are you okay, sir? Are you okay? Oh gosh. Okay, hold on. I have a cat-tastic emergency. Okay, give me a minute. I had to clean up a mess. Hold on. Okay. That was... My cat just threw up a lot. That was a cat tower moment. So, I had to go take care of that. Oh, I have to let my dog out really quick. I'm sorry, Badger. All right, Sarah. Go, go. Go, go, go. Okay, Abel, come on, man. Come on, man. Never a dull moment in this house, ever. Yeah. Okay, so it's like musical chairs around here, and that's kind of like dating me too. Like, if you move your feet, you lose your seat. Yep. Abel is very much he wants to be the queen, which sometimes he is. I was just happy he gave Milo enough space when he got sick, because the dog wasn't about to. Knight of Wands, dealing with kind of those, again, player energies, player vibes. Letting the sword play, which... Okay, Badger. If you're gonna get... If this doesn't describe Scorpio energy, it's, sure. I'm wearing little booty shorts right now, and a shirt. I had to undress a little because it was a little warm, which actually I should probably turn the AC back on, which feels, I don't know. I mean, coming from the West Coast, we had the AC on until freaking December. Yeah, here it goes on a little bit sooner. Okay, Four of Wands. We're building our foundation. We're building our home, our walls. So you have to decide, do you want to hang around with player wand energy, or do you want to build? Because that's only something you can decide. 10 of Pentacles, building your finances. So when you do Four of Wands, building your home, 10 of Pentacles, you're building your finances. You're sitting pretty. You're sitting solid, steady. Love it. Okay. As it is, the tower that my kitty is on right now looks like she may topple it over. Okay. 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords. So having to change, like the mental conflict, the chaos, the pain, that everything has to change. Can't keep hanging around. Player 3 and player 19. Are you talking about the Empress is 3? And then the 19 being the Sun? Are you okay, Alcatraz? You look like you're having a hard time over there. Is it because your body's not feeling real well? Okay, 2 of Cups. Bringing in unity. Okay, so okay, see, I can sometimes speak tarot code. I can sometimes catch on. I get it. Okay, so like I have Empress, and like I say, the Sun is a special card for me as well. So 2 of Cups, you're bringing in that love, that union, that happiness. We each have a cup. We're each fulfilled, satisfied. Love it. What am I... The energetics are weird in this house tonight. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Actually, you know what? I bet you the energetics are weird in this house because it's Dia de los Muertos. So, goodness knows what's... I'm confused about that question. With inner child, Uriel, or both? Please clarify. I'll be right back. I have to run. I'll be right back. Give me 2 minutes. Hold on. I'm sure somebody will... Oh. I'll come... Give me like 2 minutes. I'm sure someone will come sit in my seat for a minute and entertain you. And then, I'll talk about it. Okay. Yeah, give me a minute. Hold on. Let me move my drinks so my kitties don't drink my drinks. I'll be right back. Okay. Mi amor. Thank you. You do it, dude. Okay. Badger. Okay. Let's try that again. Okay. So, Pisces, that's one of the big threes. And the sun, because I'm a numerology girl, which annoys, like numerology, like I follow the patterns and I recognize, so, which annoys the shit out of people. So the sun, like I said earlier, being 19 has like a significance for me. It's one of those numbers that follows me around in life, especially around romance. The irony though, I was raised by a Leo. And, I was raised by a Leo. And while I despise said Leo, I do love sun energy. And I'm very much like, while I was considered the black sheep of the family, I am very much like the golden child. Like I've always had a corona. Like I've always been like a sun child. So, it annoys the people that I have pattern recognition, especially when it comes to like numerology, and because I'm highly misunderstood in my life, noticing and following patterns and observing it and making mention upsets the people in my life, which what I've done is just limited my exposure to them as much as I possibly can. Okay, so this was before we had kitties. I was actually gifted this coffee mug. It may have actually been my son's, though. I'm not for certain. At least one of the big ones. I'd have to look at it. It is in one... I won't give the lineup, but Aquarius is in my big three. So, yeah. So sometimes yeah. I may have to talk to you about birth charts. That might be something we might chat together about. Because, yeah. It is in the big three. And then my last boyfriend, he was a Leo, and his mama was like an Aquarius. Is ironic because like the 4 karmic signs, like if you mess these signs over, they're kind of like your last chance. Libra, Scorpio, which that's big for me, those 2 placements within my relationship dynamics, and Capricorn and Aquarius. And my ex-boyfriend, his mom was an Aquarius and his dad was a Capricorn. I'm like, yep, that boy is going to have some problems. Yeah. Yeah. So, well, because the Aquarius, it's like they're the innovators. And I mean, we're in the age of Aquarius, so it's the innovators and the water bears. And I've actually thought of that recently too, because it's like, while Aquarius is a water bearer, it's like because they hold all those huge emotions for the collective. Like, I believe Aquarius does get a bad rap because, you know, it's like they kind of are, like they take a different approach to life. So, and I didn't understand, I mean, so like I'm newer to understanding kind of birth chart, not newer, but like maybe you were in when I said how I haven't, like the spiritual journey, I started later in life. So I had like a very rapid ascension, like within the last 4 years is how long my spiritual journey has been. So when I was asked like, how long have you been reading tarot? And I'm like, not that long for other people, but it's something like I've been acquiring the knowledge and working through, and I'm always learning and growing and working through. So it's always good to have knowledge. I'll have to keep that in my hat about Uriel. Like, for archangels, well, I have one of the popular archangels I work with, so, yeah, yes. Well, 2020, it was like 2020 vision. My whole life split the fuck apart after 2020, and I kind of said, it was like 2020 was put us in time out, because I don't know for you, like when I looked around and I saw like who I was sitting next to and who the people were in my camp, I was like, these are not people I want to be around. And if I had been doing what I was doing, I wouldn't have caught on to all that. So yeah, 2020 was kind of the flipping point for everything. Yeah, correct. So for me, like I went through a spiritual awakening when we moved, and it was rough as shit because I didn't know what was going on. I had no one to explain to me. Before I was woken up, I don't know if you can attest to all this because my life has gone through the ringer. I knew nothing about spiritual warfare and black magic until my spiritual awakening. And the irony is, like, people don't know about, the only way people know about black magic, or not, I don't want to say black magic, but, you know, like, baneful, like, hexing and all that. The only way you know is either A, if you're doing it, or B, if you've been the recipient of it. And I didn't know anything about it until my spiritual awakening, and now I've kind of become, like, a pro on that side of that. So it's been a mind fuck. So yeah, the chosen ones, we woke up and we're like, what the? And it's very clear, like the ones that are asleep and choose to stay asleep, and yeah, okay. So, you know, it bothers me because, like, my brother's counterpart, she does baneful magic, and when I woke up and I had no idea what was going on and I didn't have anybody to help enlighten me or teach me, like, all of this has been on my own. Like, people brag about having spiritual teachers. I'm like, no, all of my awakening, all of my ascension has been on my own. Yeah. We all think we're going crazy when our whole world shakes apart. Like, for me, because, okay, so I've always been spiritual. I've always been spiritual, but because I was in a very karmically dense family, again, that was doing spell work on me, they, like, I can talk about the family shit for so long. I shut off that gift at a very young age because it was dangerous. So for me, it was like 2021 because I had gotten away from a good deal of my karmic family. Although I've gotten into an even more dangerous situation with my ex and stuff. But it was like it was safer to express my spirituality because my family wasn't right up on top of me, controlling me. So I've always been intuitive. I've always had the gift of seeing, but I had so many people around me that were like gaslighting me, so I never trusted that intuition. So it's been, since the awakening, it's been a huge okay, you can send me a whisper if you're on Discord. I can send you my Discord if that would help you if you're over there, and we can chit chat that way too. I do that with some others. So Four of Wands. I love that I took it out and put it back in. Let me see what we got here. Okay. I work with well, I'll put that in the whisper instead of saying it there. I have protection from, I have protection from you, but I'll send you the big eye that I don't keep much about my life a secret too, but I also, when things are shared with me through whisper or through Discord, that's something that I don't call out unless you and I have discussed that beforehand. Like, I try to be very discreet about certain information shared with me, especially if it's like of a private spiritual nature. So Guardians, and I'll kind of talk about that for a moment. Let me turn on the heat, or on the AC really quick. I'm gonna start sweating like a whore in church, and that's a no thank you for me. Not living in the Bible Belt. Okay, let's see. So I kind of, it's kind of a weird path to talk about, but I kind of, like I walk both realms. So like I feel very comfortable with the shadow side and the underrealm side of it, and I'm very protected by demons, and I also walk with angels, and I'm very respected by higher realms. So I love when people come for me and I'm like, you don't know who protects me, you don't know who I've made pacts with. Like, I both sides of it if that makes any kind of sense. So I work with a little bit of everybody. I have very much an Anubis kind of heart. Like, you know, I don't care if you're spectacularly good or spectacularly bad. When you were given the choice, did you do the right thing? So hopefully any of that made sense. Okay. Okay, so because I have like that Anubis, I guess, kind of spirit, I believe that good in people until I see the worst, and then I react, if that makes sense. I try to give people pretty much the benefit of the doubt until it doesn't align. So if I need to, I will, but I won't get invasive unless I have to. If that, yeah. If it's something I question, I can always talk to my guides about it. Okay, so I see it better now. So James Uriel. Okay. I didn't see like the James part of it. I don't think I saw any of that until I pulled up that whisper. Okay, so do you want to take a guess as to how old I am? So if I say like my old eyes, you aren't going to be like, how old do I look to you? And then I'll tell you if you're right on. Okay, whoa, ouch. That's harsh. Okay. No, I'm not 54 at all. No. Okay. Let's see. 7 of Pentacles. We've been planting our seeds. So actually, okay. I do have people that cloak in my energy that are that age. So, my brother's girlfriend and my brother, who are disgusting people, like to mimic and cloak in me, and that may be. You may be picking on their nasty energy, because I've got a lot of mimics. I've got a lot of copycats. One of my nieces both of my nieces are doppelgangers for me, and my niece, who I haven't seen in over a year, was on my property last weekend. And it was like, to bring yourself around my property when you try intentionally to mask as me is crazy. Like, how did you think that I wouldn't feel your energy like that? She's a poor substitute for me, but she tries real hard. I'm like, yeah. My brother's girlfriend wanted to be me so bad, she stole my kids. And she still has control over my dog and my cat. Like, she still has possession over my animals in Arizona. And I'm like, yeah. Yep. Okay, Chariot. So Cancerian energy. We're moving rapid forward without motion, that progression. We know what we want. I know earlier we were saying that was kind of reverse. Yeah. Yes. Oh my gosh. So I was talking to Zyra earlier, and I was like, I've had to wear a costume every year for other people my whole entire life. So this year it was unmasked. It was just fresh, bare face me. I don't know how to be anything other than authentic, which was super hard about being around my family because they made me mask myself my whole life. And it made me very incredibly physically ill. Yeah. Thank you. All right. Yeah. Which makes me very unpopular when I'm authentically myself, especially because we moved to the Bible Belt, and so many people around here are such fake Christians, and I'm like, yeah, Jesus, you are not following his teachings here. And my whole thought on that is like, I'm not afraid of God. I'm afraid of all of his little followers that misconstrue his teachings and don't follow it, or they like the hypocrisy is what gets me. I'm like, why did a heathen girl from why did a heathen girl that knew nothing about the Bible have to move here to teach people about the Bible and about being Christ-like, and how Christ is a consciousness? It's like a upgrade to your crystalline structure. It's not a person. Like, Christ is coming back, but it's the consciousness of Christ coming back. Nice to meet you. Hello. I've been around for a little bit on Twitch, but I'm picking up more steam. I had to wait for some contracts to close out. I was stuck in this 16-year karmic loop, and now that is closed. We are marching forth to that being over, so thank God. Hanged man, we're seeing it all from a different perspective. Love it. Okay. That's perfect. That is perfect. I'm going to change decks really quick. And then we'll... Excuse me. Okay, we're gonna go into the Sacred Geometry Oracle activations. And then let me see if I can add you on Discord really quick. Where is? Thank you. Don't switch. Let's not. No. Okay. No. Okay. All no. Direct messages. No. Okay. All right. I'll fuck around with Discord later. Pardon my language. Or don't pardon my language. I have a foul mouth and I don't apologize for that either. Okay. All right. So let's get into the Sacred Geometry activations. See what we have to say about that today. Communication number 14, which is 5. The frequency of communication supports our ability to exchange information in many different forms. It reminds us to run every piece of information, both incoming and outgoing, through our heart, the center of our truth, to stay in the flow of source and balanced exchange. Milo? Hold on. Oh, that's Kane. Okay. That's Kane. So, communication, number 14, which is 5. So 5, we look at things have to change. We have to be making sure we're taking all the information so that we can dynamically be changing in time. The frequency of communication supports our ability to exchange information in many different forms. It reminds us to run every piece of information, both incoming and outgoing, through our heart. So 5 is one of my numbers. One of them. I mean, I have a lot of numbers, but 5 is like one of my big numbers. So yes, because 5 is like the innovation. So that kind of goes right along with Aquarius. Like the change is necessary. So the center of our truth, to stay in the flow of source and balanced exchange. Yep. I always think of, okay, so 5, like we are 5. We're the 4 elements: air, earth, fire, and water. And 5th is spirit, to integrate and tie all of that in. So also when I think of 5, like I think of the magician, because it's using every element to tie it all together. Because that's how we balance. Maybe that's like the high priestess in me that makes me want to be like, yeah, 5, integrate it all. Yeah. All right. Let's see if there's... I'm sleepy. It's been a busy day and a chaotic day. I'm glad to have met you, James. That's awesome. We're moving, we're growing, we're grooving, we're exchanging. Love it. Sleepy. I'm never relaxed. Well, I mean, no, never relaxed. I can be. It just takes some good conditions being met. I'm sleepy, but it'll still be hours before I actually lay down and put my head on the pillow, because I run all day long from like morning till night. It makes me, so right now finances are impossible. Otherwise I would love to have some more flowers. That sometimes helps with my relaxation. Although right now, I've been instructed by a source to stay sober not just due to finances, but for other reasons too. Like, I need to keep a clear head right now. I'm my own taskmaster. Yeah. And I am driven by source energy. So if I'm not relaxing, that's because, like, I've got a really big mission and a lot to do, and I need help. Soul time. Okay, well, here we go. Maybe this is universe telling me to slow down. Soul time, number 40. So number 4, this is our foundation. We're building the walls. The frequency of soul time asks us to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge. One that embraces the concept that while the corporeal body is mortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. Relaxation is super hard right now because I need my bills paid. So I'm trying to grind so I can keep a roof over my head. So, yeah. Soul time. The frequency of soul time asks you to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge. One that embraces the concept that while the corporeal body is mortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. I love that. So yes, resting. My 4 pillars, like when people are stressed out: breathe, rest, drink water, meditate. Those are the big ones. Rest is a challenge because I came from a very toxic, narcissistic, abusive family, and I just barely escaped. I'm still not escaped completely. I have a whole shit show going on in my life, and that's whatever that is, yet it's coming. Change, number 12, which is 3. I love that. Okay. Change. The frequency of change supports our ability to gracefully dance with the forever changing nature of reality, both inward and outward, so that we can appreciate the sweet release of the old and the birth of the new. 12, which is 3. So whenever I say 3, I think Trinity, like Father, Son, Holy Ghost, Mother, Maiden, and Crone. It's like all parts, past, present, future, kind of marrying into one. So knowing that it's ever changing, and to tap in all of them. Okay. So traditionally, I'm a life path 5. That's why it was funny that you're like, oh, 5's teacher. And I'm like, yep. I've always been like the teacher or the innovator, which drives people crazy, especially the ones that want to stay in that old pattern, that old routine. Us, our odd numbers, we're kind of a different breed. Like, we have a different path. So the life paths that are odd numbers, we have, like, we're all about change. We're all about transformation and movement, because it's imbalanced, not technically, but it's imbalanced because it's not paired off. So I don't know. I'm really sleepy because it's been a busy day, and then I've sat down for like an hour to read, and I've been up and down, but not like normal. Trying to get me to sit still for anything is like trying to get all of the kittens to sit still. Yes. Okay, so 27, which is 9. So, and that's 9 being the completion. Like 9 is like, okay. I always like to think like the master. So if you look at like manifestation 369, every number is 369. Like that's the code for like the main codes, I guess. So fertility 9, being like the completion of the cycle. The frequency of fertility invites us to be more open, more courageous, more creative, and more joyful than we were before. It activates the potential for something beautiful to grow from our consciousness into a new and grander expression of ourselves. Love it. So, I'll read it again. Oh, shit. I may drink some tea. Not that that'll help me. That may help me because I may be feeling more sleepy. I actually put some lavender in my tea today. So, the sleepiness could be from the lavender, although it may be very necessary. It's been very active in the astral realms the last... Kane, I swear to you, boy. Stop it. Stop. Don't be a ginger right now. 27, fertility. Yeah. Yes. I get that. So fertility, the frequency of fertility invites us to be more open, more courageous, more creative, and more joyful than we were before. It activates the potential for something beautiful to grow from our consciousness into new and grander expressions of ourselves. Okay. All right. 25 is a beautiful age, man. 25 is a beautiful age. You're just, oh my gosh. You know what? I'm going to put the cards down. We'll just talk about that for a second. Okay, so I am in this weird age where I can date, and I prove this because my last ex-boyfriend was just turned 26, and I was like, I can date the Father, the Son, or the Holy Ghost because every age range hits on me. For realsies. The joke I had made, though, because I have younger kids, and I was joking with one of my kids. I was like, yeah, tell your friend to call me when his balls drop. I go, when he turns 25. I said, give him 10 years, and when he turns 25, you tell him to call me. I want his prefrontal cortex to form fully. I can show you the outfit I wore on Father's Day when I went out with my boyfriend, and I met his father, which is closer to me in age than my boyfriend was, and I met his grandfather, and everybody's eyes like bugged the fuck out. And I was like, I didn't really realize I was gonna meet the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost today, and I didn't know that it was gonna make all of their eyes bulge out. No, I'm not Mother of the Year. Never gonna claim to be. That's a whole story. I was joking with the teenager, though, because, like I say, her friend was kind of hitting on me. I was like, you know what? You tell him when he's 25. You give him 10 years to cook, and then you tell him to call me. Why do I feel like the Mother of the Year? I don't. Never claimed to be. It was sarcasm. I don't feel like Mother of the Year. And actually, so, it's complicated. It really is complicated. If you were to talk to my kids hate me with a burning passion, and that's because they've been led by my family and my ex. If my adult son knew I was dating someone that was not too far off in age from him, he probably would have had a kitten. Yeah, I haven't talked to my adult son in 2 years, so. I am kind of, I embody very much Empress energy. I am very much like Earth Mother, like a Gaia Earth Mother, if that makes any kind of sense. And that's also probably when my kids are mad because I don't spend time with them and I don't interact with them, but that's because there's a lot of toxicity in the way from other people. So they get mad because they don't get to experience my nurturing and my energy and that side of me, because they aren't welcome when they're busy being disrespectful and hateful and cruel to me. I don't know. It's like a weird... And I guess, like, I've been raising kids since I was 15. So I'm very used to having kids, animals, everything. Like, very used to having, like, a baby on my hip and chasing another kid and helping do homework. So I don't know. I think I was just born a mom. Like, I really was born a mom. Like, I was, at a young age, made to be a caregiver. Anyway, okay. So that's some about me, I guess. All right. Let's see what other... Let's see. Let's get into... Which. We'll get into that. Okay. Maybe. And if they don't, I'm not, like, as much as I miss my kids, it's also kind of peaceful for the first time in 27 years. Because that's how long I've been raising kids. Like, for the first time in 27 years, this is, like, the first time I've never had little, like, kids around. So it's been, I didn't get to be a normal teenager because I was busy raising my nieces and my nephew. And then I had my first kid at 19. So it was like I never, and I'm not saying that, like, I don't regret it. It was just, like, I didn't get, like, the normal experience of going off to college and doing all that. I was handed these kids at 15, and 3 of them, and told to take care of them. And then, like I say, at 19, I was a single mom, putting myself through school and all that jazz. So, like, when my nieces and my nephew and my son were little, like, I would be at the table doing homework with my nieces and my nephew. I would be doing college homework and taking care of my son. And so I guess, like, in some ways it's kind of nice to be able to find out who I am, which is a horribly flawed person, but full of love, nonetheless. Okay, well, less about that, more about the cards, I guess, right now. Yeah, no, I didn't get to, and I was the caregiver for my parents, too, when I was a little kid, so I didn't ever get to be a kid. I didn't ever get to be a teenager. I didn't ever get to be a young adult. Like, my whole life has been being of service to others, which is why trying to sit down and relax, or feeling like I need permission to relax, like, that really is a big thing. I didn't ever get to be, so. Alcatraz is over there giving me the stink eye about all that. Yeah. It's really hard, though, when everybody's told me my whole life who I have to be. It's really hard trying to figure out who I want to be. Okay. Hidden keys. Put things together piece by piece and to reveal the bigger picture. Okay. Hidden keys. Put things together piece by piece to reveal the bigger picture, which is definitely what I'm doing for me personally. And that's also what I try to do with what I do energetically. Like, I do a lot more than just this. Like, I do Reiki, I do sound therapy, I do shadow work with people. So it's, I'm a multi-talented, multifaceted woman. I worked in the medical field forever. Yeah. My brothers, both my brothers were Virgos. So I've been trying to put together the detective work around my family, because they did not ever want me to find out. It was pretty ugly. So like Virgo for me, like I identify with a lot of Virgo traits because both my older brothers were Virgos. So real promise, release the chains of the past and dance to the rhythm of possibility. Okay. So release the chains of the past and dance to the rhythm of possibility. Love it. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah. So, I had a very long-standing working relationship with someone that had 1 million Scorpio placements, and that was, yeah. Like I say, my brothers were very heavy Virgo placements, so I'm very familiar with Virgo. Gentle release. Let yourself surrender to the flow of life's mysterious currents. Okay. So gentle release. Let yourself surrender to the flow of life's mysterious currents. And then hurtful events. As you endure this period, learn not to dwell on the past so it won't anchor you down. This is like a collective reading. It's like whoever's in the collective energy with me probably identifies or resonates with it. It definitely is a lot of me in it, but as I'm out here doing what I've been doing, I've been learning that there are a lot more people that the story resonates with. So, yeah. Yep. You're not the only one. That's why when people find me and I'm like, this is all of our stories. This is not just mine. It's yours. It's, we all are reflections for each other. So it's like, instead of thinking that we're all separate, how are we starting to realize that we're all the same? We're all hurting. We all need to find solace and comfort and work together. Answers unfold. Keep your mind open and be willing to learn from this experience. Okay. Answers unfold. Keep your mind open and be willing to learn from this experience. So keep going, keep growing. I just kind of touched base with somebody on TikTok about that today too. Like, he said something, and I was like, that's like everyone and everything's a teacher. So if you're willing to learn, if you're willing to have enough grace to learn, everything and everyone's a teacher. It doesn't matter if it's a butterfly. Sometimes it's like the table. Like if the table, you aren't expecting it to be where it's supposed to be, it's going to teach you about spatial recognition in a most painful way. So how are we learning and extrapolating data and information from everything within our environment to get the bigger picture of our whole entire world? The other part of it, I feel like since 2020 and 2021, it's like our understanding of the world has rapidly been expanding, and those that are unwilling to see it have had a really hard time. Like my family, they didn't want to see all of the different facets, and I'm like, yeah, you guys are gonna have an impossible time. Yeah. Well, yes, and it's kind of like that whole when the student is ready, the teacher appears, and when it's time for the test, the teacher leaves. So yeah. That's what bothers me. Okay, so I came from the medical field, and the doctors that never wanted to learn and grow, I'm like, you need to not be a doctor, because I'm constantly studying. I'm constantly having new guides drop in. I'm constantly having new lessons drop in. There are times that like I'll be like, I didn't know that. Let's learn something new. Embrace courage. Open your mind. Learn from experience. And let answers unfold in your journey. Embrace courage. Open your mind. Learn from experiences. And let answers unfold in your journey. It is. Okay, I'm going to take a few minutes. I'm going to take care of the kitties really quick, and then I'm going to run. I'm going to take a pit stop. I'm going to make a little bit of food, and I'll be right back. And I may change positions. We may move to a different area. So give me just a little minute, and I'll be right back. Okay, give me like 3, 4, 5 more minutes. Give me a minute. Hold on. Okay, I'm back, kind of. We'll see. I might eat some food while we're at here. While we're at it. Okay. Did you have a nice little break? Nice little respite. Go down just a little. Come on. All right. I don't know anything. This is gonna sound so lame. I don't know anything about video games. Except for, well, and to testify to that, I had played, my son had handed me the controller for Dark Souls. I was like, yeah, I really like this game. And apparently that means I'm a psychopath because I like Dark Souls. Because my tattoo artist was like, oh, I killed the wrong demon in Dark Souls one time and then it haunted me the rest of the game. And I'm like, they do that? He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh. No wonder my son was so pissed off that I was horrible at it. Because I probably did something that I shouldn't have and messed him up for life. And I guess in life a little rain must fall. Yeah, I like Dark Souls. I don't know why. Okay, so I do have, like I say, I did have a young ex-boyfriend in there. And he liked to play Elden Rings. But I'm like, I don't know. I don't have the attention span for video games. Because, again, I was too busy raising kids to be able to play video games. And working. Raising kids and working. Especially because my ex was absent. But that is whatever that is. Get out of there. Thank you, Badger. Muy of a taster. You are not. Okay. Alright, so I guess if you want, like, tell me. Tell me about you. Tell me what's going on in your life. Tell me everything you want to let me know. Yes. While I eat. See, my parents were old as shit. So I wasn't ever allowed to lean into ADHD. I had to. That's fine. I was just trying to, well, I have my food in my mouth, so just chitty chat. I had parents that were born in the 40s, so we weren't allowed to be anything less than perfect. I won't be able to video call tonight. I'm like exhausted tonight. I've been going since 11 o'clock this morning. And I did a 2.5 hour stream earlier today already. I like jammed my finger earlier when I was trying to get my food because I was trying to rush. And that really kind of fucking hurt. Okay, so I guess, I do have an adult son. Oh well. There you go. Alright, well, I am Lara Joe, SirenSong lover. I'm just catching a meal with you right now, and then I'll start pulling some cards. If you're in, say hello. If you would like to book a service with me, that can always be done at SirenSonglover@yahoo.com. Should you wish to donate to my ministry, which is greatly appreciated, that's how I make my money. That can be done with Cash App, capital S Siren, capital S Song, capital L Lover. Yep. I do. I also have I have a very strong masculine that protects me. It's funny because certain masculines will come into the chat, and my cat that's attached to a masculine will come over and just be all up in the business. This is the funny part when people try to send me negative energy. I'm like, you don't realize how protected I am when you do that. That's a bad idea. I don't know. There you go. It was accepted. The blue flame around me. Or a person named Michael. I actually have Michael is a strong. Okay. Michael protects me because I have a lot of Michaels that are after me. So Archangel Michael, like I say, he protects me. That's because I have Michaels that attack me. The purple is probably Saint Germain, because I have that going on around me too. I'm a complex girl. All right. What was I going to do? I was going to pull. I'm gonna pull out the Phantom Wise deck. I feel like my Phantom friend is going to come back soon. So we'll pull out the Phantom Wise deck. Yep. Okay. On the bottom is the world. So the world, we're closing out those hard chapters, those cycles that are no longer serving us. Let me take a few more bites. I want to get the salad down before I get into it more, because not right now, man. I won't answer while I'm doing stream. Ow. God damn it. I keep biting my lip today, which is super annoying. Okay. Okay. Queen of Swords and the Emperor. Okay, so Queen of Swords, that's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. The Emperor, that's very Aries energy. Queen of Swords is known as the Widow Queen or the Divorce Queen because she is very cutting, she's very decisive, she's logical. She's a queen with like the good head on her shoulders because she's very logical. She wants balance and she will do anything to get it. Emperor, this is a masculine energy, typically Aries, and that's like the energy of marching forward and knowing what he wants. He's the ruler of his own roost. Ace of Pentacles, we're bringing in that financial offer, that stability, that abundance. It's gorgeous. Oh man, wait till you are on a stream. I cry a lot on stream. I share a lot on stream. So, all day today though, I have been biting my lip. Good to know. Five of Wands. We need to put down those passions, those fights that are not serving us. We need to let it go. We need to be done. Queen of Wands. So Queen of Wands, this is a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, feminine. Very passionate. She is grounded in her passions, grounded in what she wants. One more bite, a sip of tea, and then we'll get into the cards. Probably. So I have kids in Sagittarius. I have fire sign kids. I'm the mother of dragons, so it's probably why you identify with me, and part of that is because I have like I say, mothers. I'm the mother of dragons. I have fire sign kids. So hey, don't. No. Bro. Thank you. Yeah. And I don't know all of their birth charts because I won't pull their birth charts without their permissions. So, I don't know all of their birth charts intentionally. I know one kid's birth chart, but that's something I don't keep committed to memory because that's hers. Cool. Okay. I'm very much a mother of dragons. Alright, let's see. So one day, when I get in there, I have one of the books with the Chinese zodiacs that I read for people. And what's cool about this zodiac book is it's like based upon the month that you were born. And the year you were born, it has like a specific section on you as to what fits for you. Which I can always go and grab if anybody's interested, but that may take a minute because I have to dig for it, and that's going to be super annoying. So, Day of the World. So we're closing out chapters. Everything's coming into fruition. We're bringing the world into focus. Let's see what else we need to know about it. Queen of Swords. Being decisive, being concise with what we want, what we need, cutting out anything that is not for us. It's not normally this active in our house, but it is. Between sick cats, Bathroom emergencies. The kitty is having zoomies. The dog freaking out. It is wild energy up in this house tonight. 3 of Pentacles. Our finances have been disrupted. They've been imbalanced. Yeah. Well, I have a million books. Like my 3 goals, like if I were, I wanted to be a terrifying forest witch, which I am, a haunted bookstore owner, which I am, or a vampire's wife, a rich vampire's wife. Well, I'm looking for that candidate because I've got the haunted bookstore, I've got the terrifying. Hey, Badger, you settle the fuck down. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay, so these 2 boys, I have brothers, they're bonded, and they share a brain cell, and they are Badger. They are going bananas. Yeah. Well, I'm trying to keep them safe because he's a lot bigger than them. And he don't understand that he can't play with the kitties like that. The boys have the zoomies going on. So, Bro, chill out. You need to chill out, please. You can't hurt them like that. Okay. Okay. On the bottom. Judgment. Judgment has been called, which is Libra energy, which we just came out of Libra season. So yeah. Oh, okay. Too much. 4 of Pentacles. We've been in that financial. Okay, so I'm very Anubis. If you can't see, this guy is very temple dog, very Anubis. It's a thing. It's a thing. Yeah. So Anubis energy. For me personally, I have a lot of Egyptian heritage, like not necessarily in the bloodline, but like soul wise, very Egyptian. So, okay. 4 of Pentacles, we are in that financial lack that, we've been clinging on to every pentacle like it's our last, and that is very true and very resonant. Let's see what other information wants to come out. Okay, King of Wands, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So I want to think like the world is a vampire, like Smashing Pumpkins. I don't know if I'm just getting that off of the world card or just that is what I'm channeling. Okay, we got 2 kings out here. We have King of Cups, King of Wands. So sitting in that embodiment of both, sitting in like we know what our passions are, what we want, and King of Cups knowing what our emotions feel, what we want. So that is a beautiful energy, being very decisive. Yeah. Let's see what else. Okay. 8 of Swords, releasing ourselves from mental imprisonment, no longer. Okay. Well, what color is Uriel? 8 of Swords, releasing ourselves from mental imprisonment. Page of Swords. Okay. So almost more like Mars or Aries, like, is what I would associate that kind of with. Okay. So Page of Swords, that's like that petty, cutting, biting, temperamental. We don't want to be in that energy. Seven of Cups, we need to make wise decisions about what we want. Sure, salt and sugar look the same. So make sure when you're sipping in that cup, you know what you want that has what you want it in there. So I talked about Eight of Swords, releasing ourselves from mental imprisonment, no longer holding ourselves captive. Five of Cups, you have to change. Like, Five of Cups is like emotionally everybody that loved you or that you loved left you out in the cold. And Ten of Swords, it left you feeling betrayed. Like, this is rock bottom. Every sword in your freaking back. We don't want to be there. So we have to be willing to take our sword as either King of Swords and say, you know what, I'm done. We don't want to do that anymore. So it's where that world energy comes in. Like, you've got to change. Six of Cups, that's like that reminiscing, like we're going back down memory lane. And that's okay, but don't get stuck there. Like, look at what you want from the past that you want to keep and look at what you don't want to keep. Ten of Wands, we are closing out those heavy, burdensome chapters and saying, you know what, I can't carry those swords. I can't carry that weight. I can't keep doing it anymore. Part of it is saying, yeah. Well, okay, and I like how you put it like that, because when I look at Five of Cups, I always see that, like, there's still two cups. You still have two cups you can pick up and move on with. Those other three cups, like, yeah, they're poured out, but you've still got two cups that you can use, and they're upright, and that's gorgeous. Like, I kind of look at that too, like, in my life, because I'm like, okay, I've still got two cups. I can still keep going. It's not all is lost. We can still keep on moving. Temperance, this is using patience, balance. This is Sagittarius, our wounded healer. Especially with Chiron. If you have Chiron in Sagittarius, this is like our wounded healer. It's like, don't go fleeting off on that horse. Like, you have to, that's why I said it like that, because I'm like, this is that, like, don't go off in a rush, especially with Chiron, because he's the wounded healer. So Temperance being like that wounded healer. Don't go rushing off. Like, you have to know, like, where's the stable? Where do we come back to? It's all a balance. It's all that patience. It's like, think of avenging or crying angels, like weeping angels. So being like, okay, yep, you know what, this sucks, this hurts, but I need to use that balance so that I don't completely burn out. Levi loves you. I can try and answer some questions if you want to drop them in the chat, or if you want to ask them in the chat, I can answer them if you'd like. I'll answer what I can. And we also do have some really knowledgeable people in my tribe that can always offer some guidance on that. So if you want to ask them here, I would love to answer them. Wheel of Fortune, it's all moving in our favor. We are all, like, it's all going our way. Like, start speaking that in your existence. This is all working out for my highest good. All right, Miss Levi loves you. If you want to ask those questions, my love, and I'll see if I can answer them. If not, we can find the path for it together. And welcome in. Hello. Thank you for joining the tribe. I am Lara Jo, SirenSong lover. Your resident mama. Okay. Which deity? Because typically that deity will start leaving you messages. Or are you looking, like, is one calling you, or are you looking to call in that deity? Let's ask it that way. Girl, boy, are you a boy or a girl? Because you're on the right path right here. I very much identify with Persephone. I feel like the queen of the underworld, aka the queen of the damned, so you're kind of on the right path. Okay. Well, welcome in. Ironically, I attract the boys. I don't know how, but Zyra was in earlier. He's like, you're the rowdy boys club. And I'm like, I'm the rowdy girls club too, but I do really attract the rowdy boys somehow. Okay, so Persephone. And we are in a beautiful time for Persephone. Because this is like her time, right? Winter is when she goes into the underworld and she spends her time with, is it Hades? I do believe. I think it is Hades. So it's that winter is the time that she goes into the underworld, and she is like, she helps bring balance, obviously, to the king of the underworld. And she also helps like rule and bring justice to the underworld. And when you hear the love stories between Persephone and Hades, it's like he was the one person that loved her. Like, he loved her and he adopted her, but it was like he treated her, I'm trying to think of how to, he gave her space to explore both sides, like her beauty, her bounty, her harvest, and he gave her space to rest and be loved and adored and nourished within a different environment. So as far as Persephone, if she's calling you, let's look at, because pomegranate seeds, because that's fertility. Let's see what else we need to, mostly it's like you're gonna start noticing her. Okay, I love that. I just made lavender tea today, so yes, thank you. Thank you, James, for dropping that, because I was like, that's where I was trying to go with that, but then I'm like, I don't know if I'm explaining it right. And I know, like, I definitely, like, I walk between, I was married, like, I dance with the devil, I was married to the devil. I very much relate with Persephone. He gives her space to be who she wants to be. Yeah. Okay. I love, because I was like, pomegranate, and I am very, like, well, I think I've been married to every level of devil there is, my love. I'm very comfortable in graveyards. I learned that. So, welcome to the tribe. Welcome to the tribe. You're on the right vibe. You'll probably find some relation to Anubis then also, because, yes. So let's look up, pomegranate flowers, seeds of grain. And because we're in Scorpio season, so like I say, we're kind of going right into prime time for her. So, let's look up. Levi Love, do you identify with the birds? Because I guarantee if you're in my tribe, birds probably speak to you. And deer. Okay, so deer and bats are kind of along her line is what she looks like. I'm trying to kind of do like a little cross reference, but it does sound like you're on the right track with Persephone. Let's see if we can find anything for you that would identify with her also. Deer and bats, which deer and bats identify for me as well. Deer symbolize innocence, so that's like her, like the spring. And bat, obviously, like underworld. We kind of think of bats as like, oh, okay. Bats, we think of underworld and we think of like spooky, but kind of that side of it too. Hopefully, did I answer any of the questions that you need? So the best way to start working with Persephone is to start calling her in. You will start seeing her everywhere. If it's time for you to work with Persephone, which is what it sounds like, because they start calling you when they want you to start acknowledging them. So start calling her in, start leaving her offerings of pomegranate. I love to leave like drink offerings. So if you drink like alcohol, I like to leave like offerings of shots. Like I'll leave a shot, 2 shots for whoever I'm trying to call in for deity wise. Yeah. I don't do the whole hunting thing either. Death. While I'm comfortable with death, I also don't like... I worked in the medical field, so like while I understand death is a part of life and I'm okay facing it and that doesn't bother me, the fact I don't like senseless killing. Baby, you do not need an altar for anything. It is all intention. So when you're ready to talk to Persephone, the best way to do it is just to start talking to her. And are you ready for me to tell you how you can start talking to Persephone? And like I say, the easiest thing to do is I would just leave her out a drink or an offering of some type. You can leave her a cup of coffee. You can leave her, like I say, alcohol. I like to do stuff like that just to offer them in. Like most deities love alcohol. Yeah. So when it's literally like, if you're like, okay, because you already feel her, right? And you've already got the signs. And I'm just here, like you already have opened up the space for it. I'm just here to help guide you. And I'm also here to either confirm or deny what you're feeling, right? That's all we do as healers. We like offer that space for you to come in and explore and ask questions and be a sounding board. That being said, so if you want to talk to Persephone, you don't have to have an altar. You don't have to have fancy things. You just have to have you, my love. You just have to be open. Okay. So, all right, Persephone, I see you around me. How are you wishing to guide me? Okay. Does that... It literally is that easy. Like, okay, Persephone, I grant you permission to enter my atmosphere, enter my auric field, enter my anything like that. Be careful though, they get really loud sometimes. Your relationship with your deities is your relationship with your deities, baby. They will... Tarot does work well, but your relationship is like however you establish, because that's gonna... How you establish, that's how you communicate. Like, I have deities that like to do all kinds of weird, fucked up shit to get my attention. And actually, I was talking to... one of my friends, and she was like, how do you talk to your deities? And I'm like, or she said, like, how do you call in your deities? I'm like, my deities chase me, and other people's deities chase me, so I don't necessarily need to call them. They chase me, which is cool and annoying sometimes, which it sounds like you're on the right path of that. Okay. We're going to go into the Synchronicity Oracle. Let's see what some of the good synchronicities for Persephone are and see if we can get any of those going on. Signs. Okay. wait till you have, so like I have Hecate and Lilith, Persephone, the Morrigan, they all kind of call to me. And that's always... Okay. So, symbol-wise, pomegranate, seeds of grain, torches, flowers, and deer. Zeus and Demeter are her parents. Let's see what we got. Okay. So that's one of the first cards out there. Oh, no. Levi, you're on the right path. And if you talk to Zyra's, I'm the queen of rowdy boys, and I try to, you can take this however you want. Boys are a little slower, so sometimes, like, the girls, like, there's some shit that I talk about that most, like, people don't know about in here. So sometimes, like, I'm intermediary, but that's also because, like, I'm helping with, like, the people just waking up, if that makes sense. So I have like various levels to it. So being that you have no idea, you're in a perfect space because I help with you guys. Yes. And then also it's because I'm also helping with like the younger generations. And I'm going to circle back to that, James, because this is gonna tie it in for you. So here's what I realized, especially because I dated a guy that was younger. I'm kind of meant to help with like the new high priest and high priestess waking up, like the ones that are coming in around the age of 25, because right as they're starting to mature, like when they're that's when we want to train those high priests and high priestesses, because if you get them too young, you teach them something really powerful magic wise, and then they do horrible, chaotic, crazy things. So when I told my daughter's friend, it was like, call me when you're 25. It was because when they're 25, it's like they're kind of more mature. Yeah. And boys, it's like you guys, you're slower because you guys like, you don't develop as fast. And I watched this with my son when he was little and my friend's daughter, because my friend's daughter was 9 months younger than my son, and she was always way ahead. Of course, my son was a spicy, like he was autistic. He had a lot of problems. He didn't start talking until he was almost 2. And I love that my light is doing what it's doing. And she would always like poke fun, like, oh, he's so slow. And I was like, well, first off, boys are a lot slower in every way, but that's not like a bad thing. It's like girls, like we take longer in a lot of aspects, like not longer, but like, how do I put, boys take longer because it's like they're playing and they're learning that way, but once they learn, it's like a light switch. It's like off and then on. Girls, it's like we kind of do it faster, but it's like it takes a different amount of time, and I don't even know how else to, we're all divine and we all get there in the right time. But, okay, so I'm just going to put some synchronicity cards up there if any of these catch you guys. And then, yeah. Alright. I guess Levi loves you. You're in a good space, my love. I bring the boys in. I'm like, come here. We'll help you. Yeah. I would, as an older woman, I do not recommend dating 25-year-old men. I found out the hard way. Zyra, like I say though, he can attest. I'm the Rowdy Boys Club. That's who you're in the right club, my friend. I don't mean to say that, like, yeah, so. Well, okay, I'm saying as a feminine, I am a girl that likes to date boys, and, I like, well, I'm not your average woman, so do you think I would date the average 25-year-old male? Okay. All right, well, throw some Okay, so I will say it was really awkward. Yeah, well, no, but I'm not, I just don't date average people. I'm not your average woman, so I don't date average people. It was weird, like I say, because he was like, he was younger than me, like I say, by a little bit, yeah. I don't think I'll do that again. I'm like, there's a reason why I typically have like an age cap. Like, I won't date people that are like 8 years younger than me. That was kind of like the cap, and that I changed it for him, and I wish I hadn't. It was a mistake. Kind of like, was it, I don't know. Yes, I can't stand average people anymore. Like, I don't have the patience for them. I'm like, you know what? You're too normal. Go over there. If you're not a little weird, we can't hang out. And I think that's also because, well, I'm just not normal. Plus, like, where I live now, I live on haunted plantation land. So I can't ever date another normie again because I'm like, I'm like too steeped in the spiritual world. And my ex-husband was way normal, and I can't ever do that again, which he wasn't, but I'm too steeped in the spiritual realm to date a normal person anymore. Because if you're at my house and a ghost pops up and you're going to freak out, it ain't going to last more than a minute. Yeah, no, I can't, nobody puts baby in the corner. We don't put baby in the corner. I'm baby. We don't put baby in the corner. Too many people have tried to do that for too long, and that's a no. No. Where's the Forgotten Hollow? Maybe I do. Okay, so so I live in a ghost town on haunted plantation land. So I'm not like and I knew it was a haunted ghost, like I knew it was ghost town, I knew it was plantation land when I moved out here. One of my friends, and she lives kind of close to here, I'm pretty sure she's a vampire, and that's whatever. Her and her family, first off, they are energy vampires, but I think they're actually vampires, and they tried to make me snack, and I was like, yep, no, I'm out. No. While I say I want to be a vampire wife, a rich vampire wife, I'm like, I don't know. Not the way they were going after it, if that makes sense. Where is this? I know they're real. And like I say, I think my former friend, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure her and her family are vampires. And that's a fuck no for me, because they were trying to get me. They were trying to get me. And I'm like, yeah, no, that's okay. Yeah. Redhead vampires, I can imagine. They probably would crisp up in the sun real fast. Not like we think they crisp up in the sun. But yeah, a redhead vampire, I can see that being real rare. They're probably very sensitive to the sun. Are you talking about biological vampires are rare? All right, who's still in? Who do we lose? Who wants to play still? I know our conversation just kind of went in a weird way. All right. Okay. Cool. And Levi loves you. Are you on Discord, my love? And I can send you my Discord if that's easier too. I talk to everybody. I kind of talk to everybody a little bit on Discord too, because it really is like a community. Okay, I will whisper you my Discord if you would like. Oh. I sent that to you, my love, and that way if you want to add me, you can. If you have questions, hopefully I answered your question and didn't leave you, I may have left you more confused, but it does sound like you are on the right path for Persephone. I don't like to get into it too much because it's like, yes, I want to get you in the right direction, but the way that you find her, the way that she talks to you, the way that you're going to connect to her, that is like a personal connection between you and her. You can always ask me for guidance and everything on that, but how you and her connect, that's going to be very personal to you. Because she's like one of your patron deities, which, like I say, she's one of mine too, but the way I connect to her is going to be different than the way you connect to her. And how you've worked with her. Yeah. Well, and here's what I was going to say. Badger, breathe, my love. How you've worked with her in past lives is going to be, it is sacred as well. Yes. And how you've worked with her in past lives is also going to dictate how you're going to work and respond with her in this lifetime. And while I can help guide you, and again, I can hold space, especially because she's someone that I work with. Yes, even more so. And I want to talk about that in a minute. It's up to you to how you connect with her, because I'm not going to be there at 3 a.m. when Persephone wants to have a conversation with you. So you're going to need to know how she communicates, how she wants to speak with you. Okay, so I have a lot of people that have thrown a lot of graveyard magic on me. And because I am very much, and I have a lot of people that love to throw various deities at me, and demons and angels and everything. And here's what a lot of people throwing stuff at me don't realize, because they like to do graveyard work. And I'm like, that soul that served their time, they get really pissed off when you disturb their rest to bother, like to petition them to hurt someone. So that's also... Yeah. Yes. And like I talk about a lot of stuff because I am kind of, I talk about various work with deities and various work in my spiritual practice, because it's helping educate. Yes. So when people send me demons, angels, all of that, because I welcome them in, and we have conversations, and because normally what happens, this is what I had to educate someone younger, and it's like, you have got to talk to your ancestors, your deities, and honor them, because if you don't call upon them unless you are you want to do something petty, yeah, but if you call on them and all you're asking for is favors, and you haven't fed them, you haven't honored them, you haven't done anything, you just call on them when you're really mad, and if you send them to the wrong person, they're going to be really mad. And those deities have to answer to a certain rank order. So, yep, they will put you on hold. They won't answer. They will do actually worse to you when you don't honor them. So, like, I have people that have sent me deities that they've never spoken to, or they haven't spoken to in a long time. It's like that deity will get in trouble for going against, like, the hierarchy. So, yeah. And it's like there is a pecking order. Like, I had a lot of people too throw things at me, and it's like, you should have checked my spiritual rank before you threw a deity at me, because you don't know who I'm protected by. And like I say, because I feed and honor their deities when they're sent to me, it's a problem. Yeah. Well, Zyra, I work with all sides of the spectrum, which is also why I have different ranks and why I have different protections. So, I don't know. I gotcha. Are you feeling better? Hi, big guy. Oh, you're not feeling better. Okay. Are you okay, my love? Milo, breathe, my love. Okay. That's perfect. That is perfect. But you can start talking to her ahead of time. You don't even... spirituality is literally about the connection. It's not necessarily having all the elements. It's how is your connection? Can you hear her? Can you connect to her? I may have to... I'm going to see what's going on. My kitty's feeling sick right now. So we may have... Mama, come here. Okay. All right. We have some sick kitties today. So Milo got really, really sick earlier. Like, I didn't... Okay, Abel, I love you. Cheese and rice, people. Okay. Correct. It's one of those, if it keeps calling you, it's meant for you. Like, if it keeps calling you, if it's harassing you, if it's stalking you, it's for you. Answer the call. And most people are afraid to. Okay, so we got angel wings on here. You got pie, you got the scales, you got palmistry, tarot reading. You have the Buddha kitty, which is actually a Japanese bobtail, which I didn't know that like the good luck kitty was the Japanese bobtail until I adopted. Jesus. Okay, a Japanese bobtail. I'm gonna hop out because I have cats that are not cooperating. I will talk to you guys later. I hope you have a good night. Normally I would hang out longer, but I think with like Dia de los Muertos, like there's a lot of energy cycling through right now. So if you would like to book a service with me, you can email me SirenSongLover@yahoo.com. If you can donate to my ministry, it is always... I'm not gonna be able to hang out on Discord tonight. Oh, sorry. If you want to hang out with anybody else on Discord, you totally can. I will not be able to tonight. I've got stuff I need to take care of personally. Messaging is probably easier sometimes for me because I'm always on the move. You can ask Zyra. If you can donate to my ministry, Cash App, Siren, capital S, Song, capital S, Lover, capital L. I'm gonna go take care of some animals. I think some Reiki and love that way is much needed right now. Have a good night, guys. Take care. Bye.